Question 7. The binomial expansion in ascending powers of x of the bracket 1 plus kx power of n is 1 minus 24x plus 270x squared plus px cubed, where k and p are constants and n is an integer greater than 1. Use the information to set up and solve two simultaneous equations to find the value of k and the value of n. In this type of question, we will not use the C method for expansion. We'll use the binomial expansion formula, which is also in the formula sheet. It is so basic, we'll just do direct substitution. The rule says that 1 plus x power of n, first term will be 1, second term nx, third term n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial, or 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2 factorial, x squared. Third term n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 over 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 1 times 2 times 3, x power of 3. In our case, it is kx, the bracket is kx, not just 1x. So the first term will be 1. Second term nkx. Third term n times n minus 1 over 1 times 2, or 2 factorial, kx squared. Third term, and so on. We will generate the two equations from the second and the third terms, negative 24 and 270. First equation, nk equal negative 24. From the expansion, the coefficient of x is nk, and it is given that is negative 24. So nk equal negative 24. This is the first equation. Second equation, n times n minus 1 over 1 times 2 kx squared. Let's take it here. It should be half times the bracket n times n squared minus n times k squared x squared, and the coefficient of x squared is 270. This means that half times n squared minus n times k squared equal 270. Let's solve these two equations simultaneous by substitution. I will make k subject from this one. It would be k equal negative 24 over n, and substitute in this equation. Let's do it. Let's move the half to the other side by division, or 2 by multiplication. So it will be n squared minus n times k squared, which is negative 24 over n squared, equal 540. Negative 24 power of 2, 24 squared, 576. Times 576 over n squared, power 2 on the 24 and on the n, equal 540. Let's expand. N squared times 576 over n squared is 576. 576. Negative n times 576 over n squared is negative 576 over n, equal 540. Multiply the whole equation by n, and it will be 576n minus 576 equal 540n. 540n. Move the 540 to the left side by minus. 576 minus 540 is 36n. Move the negative 576 to the right hand side by positive. So n would be 576 over 36. Divide 36, which is 16. So n is equal to 16, and k is equal negative 24 over n. So k is equal negative 24 over 16, which is 1.5. Negative 1.5. Part A done. We got the values of k and the value of n. Hence find the value of p. Value of p is the term of x power of 3. If we will use the expansion, we'll use this formula. If you want to use the C method, now you know the k and the n, so you can also use the C method. So part B, you can just substitute in this formula or use the C method. You want the term of x power of 3, it is n C3 because it is the term of x power of 3. N is equal to 16, so it is 16 C3 times negative 1.5, k is equal to negative 1.5 times negative 1.5 x power of 3 times 1. The first term in the bracket is 1. 1 power of 16 minus 3, which is power of 13. It doesn't matter. 16c3 times negative 1.5 power of 3. 16c3 times negative 1.5 power of 3 is negative 1,890. So P is equal negative 1,890. Same value if you substituted in this rule. And let me show you too. N, which is 16, n minus 1, which is 15, n minus 2, 14. 1 times 2 times 3 is 6. And kx cubed, k is negative 1.5, so negative 1.5 power of 3. Let me show you. 16 times 15 times 14 over 6 times negative 1.5 power of 3 is also negative 1,890. Both are the same. P is equal to negative 1,890 as well. This was question 7. Let's move to question 8.